Hi everyone, it's Loretta from Homemade with Love by Loretta and Blaine. It is Friday, October the 4th. So this is the Vlogtober the 4th. I did finish Jordan's blanket last night, finally. But she didn't get the scallop edge like she wanted. Let's see if I can set my phone up and show you what the new one looks like, and then I'm going to show you what the old one looks like that I made her a few years ago, unless I make y'all sick at your stomach moving the camera too much. By the way, the headband, I made it myself. I made it for an ear warmer, so it's pretty wide, years ago, and it happens to be pink. So I obviously just put it on for a few minutes, but I need to fix it. But I will be wearing this in October, and I'm going to make me a few more pink things. But I'm going to show you the blanket the best that I can. Now, y'all remember it's twin size. So, the white edging ended up being a single crochet. And then, is it showing you? Let me see. Oh, I'm holding it in the wrong place. A single crochet and then a half double crochet. She wanted, you know, the rounded scallop. And I just couldn't make it work on the, you know, the corner to corner becomes little squares, and I just couldn't make it work. But anyway, she loves it. So here we go. The green, the pink. I hope y'all can see this. And then we have the blue. And then we have the yellow. And then we have, it looks very similar to the blue, but it's pale gray is what it is. And she slept under it last night because, like I said, I had it finished. And it's beautiful. It's heavy. Boy, that just hurt my arm holding that thing up. I'm thinking about making me one for mine because I have a twin size bed too, but that thing is heavy. I love the feels like butter, but I don't think that I'll do mine in a corner to corner. But you see how it's pretty. It's pretty. I'm not a prideful person, but I'm proud of that. I think it turned out really well. Now, I'm going to show you real quick the one that she's been sleeping with that I made for her 7 or 8 years ago. Something like that. It's been a long time. Let me set my phone back right there. Alright, y'all. And this one is extremely heavy because it was made out of chunky yarn. As they went on clearance, as each color went on clearance, when I was first learning how to crochet, I went and bought them. And Jordan designed it. So, halfway you have one color, and then the other halfway it's going backwards. So, it goes into itself. So, I want y'all to look, though, at how tattered. Can y'all see that? Look at that. Tattered, torn up, because this child will not have another blanket except for her new one now she started sleeping with last night. Last night is, now I can't say that there have never been nights go by that she hasn't slept with it. Because there have been nights where there's been like an emergency and she's had to stay with Amy, her sister, and then forget her blanket. But, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Now, those ends were woven in really good. But you got to think about how many years. We've even got places unraveling on here. This is not even in a good enough condition to give it to anyone. Y'all, if y'all could see this, look at this. Look at this. Look at that. And, you know, keeping it clean, washing it, and drying it, that wears them out, too. But Jordan's just, this has been her favorite blanket. Look at this. These are all over. I mean, you look at it, and you would think that a cat's been, you know, scratching it or something. But that's not. That's just, and look how, okay, I finally made it to the other end, turned it around. Looks just like that end. And it goes blue, fluorescent orange, You can't tell that in here. It's kind of fluorescent. Then fluorescent yellow here. Fluorescent orange. Then like a mauvey pink, yellow. 2 lines of pink, yellow. Then if we go to the giant part of purple. Then this variegated, it's like pink, and it's like dark pink, light pink, and purple, but you really can't tell it now because it's worn out. Gray, like a charcoal gray. And then here we go again with the opposite colors. So it, you know, goes into each other like this. That Jordan designed the colors, and she designed the colors on her new one too. So turn that light out. She's not here right now. She was supposed to have her water therapy today to try to build up muscle. We're trying to do that every Friday. But she is sick with a cold, sinuses. I'm not sure what it is. Blaine has gone to take her to the doctor about that. And she took Lamia with her. And they're hoping to get out of there in time to bring her back home to me so they can go to karate. As y'all see, I've not got the shelf moved. Blaine won't let me move it by myself. And she's just always so busy. And this morning I had a small seizure, so that's why I'm late doing my Vlogtober. I've just been trying to sit around and rest, and trying to, of course, y'all know what I've been doing. I've been making hats, and I got my grandsons going. If y'all remember, I made him a blanket before he was born, and I'll show you again. It's been a while. Let me set my camera over. It's been a while, but I forgot the name of this. I got it at Michael's and I lost the ball band, but it's baby yarn, and it had the pattern on it. I know I have the pattern though in a tote with a lid, but anyway, that's the bottom. Let me see. This is so pretty. Kind of reminds me of lattice. You know, like a fence, lattice on a fence. Isn't that pretty? And it kind of rounds off, you know, on each cluster up here at the top. That's the top of the blanket. And then you just keep doing that same stitch. You start at the bottom where your chain starts, and then you just do that same stitch, and you're supposed to do like 79 rows. And I think it was 70 something, but I'm sure it was not 79. And I thought I had ought to give this to Lori, but apparently I had not, because I found it in one of my totes when I was looking for some pink yarn. So now I'm glad I found this, because he's bigger than we thought he was going to be. I'm probably going to have to make this blanket a little bit larger. And so I've got plenty to make it larger and make his hat. Also, I made him a granny square blanket. It's a little bit larger than this other one, and I do not remember the colorway, but it's real pretty olive green with a yellow, a baby blue, a medium blue. That's like a chocolate brown. I think that is so pretty. And Lori and Patrick love it. And I just did, I didn't even border this one. I just left it as the granny. Maybe I should have, but she likes it the way it is. So, I've helped Blaine do a couple of things around here today, but we haven't got that shelf moved like I had hoped. I told you I was going to get it moved. Lamia's got a runny nose now, and then with Jordan being sick, and Blaine was so tired she didn't get to get up and take Jordan to the doctor really early. I have lost a baby sock, y'all. I'll find it. It's supposed to be in here. Oh, there it is. I picked up the wrong one. I had some socks for him. Some brand new socks we had bought for those foster children, and they weren't allowed to take anything with them. So I'm going to give the little new socks that we didn't get to use to Silas. And I bet y'all have no idea what kind of hat that I'm making for him. Everybody's addiction right now. I'm going to make a little divine hat out of the same yarn as his blanket. But I'm really just trying to take it easy because, like I said, I did have a small seizure this morning. It's not a big deal. It was just a small one. But whether they're small or large, they do drain my energy. They drain my energy really bad. I was sitting in this chair. Everybody else was still asleep because I had gotten up early enough to call therapy to reschedule Jordan. Since she was running fever, she could not go to therapy. And she can't go to therapy next Friday because that is when my mom is having that surgery, which also is supposed to be the double hernia. Okay, they took more pictures and did more tests, and the thing is, my mom's spine has collapsed, so it's completely moved over to the left, so all her internal organs are pushed up under her chest cavity. And, you know, your stomach's at the bottom of that. Her stomach turned, well, your stomach's supposed to be like this. I mean, the size of your fist, but I mean, it's shaped, you know, more like this. My mother's turned, and it went into a long shape. You know, like somebody takes these long, skinny balloons and twists them and stuff. It turned into a long shape like that, like a cylinder, and tried to go up between, see, it was her stomach going up between some other body parts. I forgot what Blaine told me. Anyway, what they're going to do, it is a dangerous surgery, but they feel like that everything's going to be fine and it's going to help her breathe. They're going to go in there, and about 3 or 4 inches of the stomach has went up into her chest cavity. And that's what's pushing on the lungs and the diaphragm and everything, causing her to have trouble breathing. So they're going to go in there and pull that stomach down and try to reshape it where it would be more like it should be shaped. Instead of a long cylinder up and down, it needs to be kind of oval and down below. And where it tried to go, where it actually did travel up through there, they're going to try to put a couple of stitches there, stitch that tissue, put about 3 or 4 stitches across there, so maybe that'll stop the stomach from trying to go up through there again. This is not something that she can control. We don't know if it'll happen again or not, but we're thankful that she's going to get to have the surgery, and they really think they're going to have a great outcome with it, and that it's going to help her breathe. She will be on a special diet of liquids, and she said the doctor gave her a list of certain liquids, so I'm sure it's, you know, like high protein and things like that, because she's diabetic, like I am. And like Jordan, she's got to keep her sugar up, but you know, she can't be having a lot of things that are going to run it so high. Now, y'all, I love this headband, but now that my hair has gotten so long and thick, it is gathering really big right there. So it would be better for me, really, to put my hair up to wear this as an ear warmer. Sweatband. Anyway, you can keep pushing it on back, and mine you can wrap it around your ponytail several times. Now, I went online looking at headbands a few years ago when I first started learning to crochet, and of course double crochet was the one that I favored the most. And I was just looking at different headbands, so I'm like, oh, that looks so complicated, I'll just figure it out. So I just went and measured my head, measured how big I wanted it to be, and then I double crocheted back and forth and back and forth and back and forth until I got it the length that I wanted. And then right back under here, I can't move this is sewn on there, but right in here I gathered it myself, because you can see how wrinkled this side is and how much straighter this side was wrinkled, but it's a little bit straighter. So anyway, it's not a pattern. I just went around doing double crochets. And then I didn't know any better about how this would, you know, buckle and pinch itself. So I grabbed it and cinched it down with some of my, you know, the same color pink. Then I made this little band. And I sewed the band together on there. And then inside of it, let me turn it wrong side. Inside of it, I stitched it to, after I had put it around here and put it together, I stitched it to the headband. You can see right there, and you can see how messy, because, let me see. There you go. You can see how messy because I was a new crocheter at the time. But this was my first one, and I'm going to keep it because I do like it. And it does remind me that I was a new crocheter. But now I want to branch out and make some different ones. I love the ones that Laurel makes, and I want to make the one that Randy makes. But I do have a pink headband. So, if I don't get to accomplish a lot that I want to do with pink this month, I at least found my headband. And I also have a pink t-shirt. I have pink socks. And so I could deck myself out in pink. Jordan's race I told y'all about is Hope Continues, is October the 26th. Blaine's going to make herself a cotton headband, but it's going to be round, you know, like a sweatband that tennis players and joggers and stuff wear, or like you'd put on your arm. She's going to make one that goes, you know, right above her eyebrows, around her head, to stop sweat from dripping into her eyes, and do that that walk for Hope Continues. All the proceeds go to breast cancer awareness. They go to the local facilities of treatments and research. So that's really wonderful. Jordan will be in the wheelchair being pushed. They do a 5K, which I think is actually like 3.8 miles they have to run. And Blaine's going to do the walkathon, which is a mile. And you can walk at your own pace. And the race is not over until every person returns that registered. And there are people all along the road of, you know, they map it out, and they have people out there to give out water, or they have a chair if somebody needs to sit down. They have paramedics everywhere in case anybody overheated or something like that. So I'm hoping that brings in a good bit of money for breast cancer research. I'm so thankful that my mammogram came back good this year, and I hope it does that every year. I do have a cousin that is a breast cancer survivor. I don't know if I told you that. And then Blaine and Lori's grandmother on their daddy's side and their stepmother are both breast cancer survivors. So, you know, it's near and dear to all of us to, like when we were in the race in September. Well, I wasn't in it, but I attended it with them because I always take Jordan. That was called We Back the Blue, where we back our police officers and their families. And we just love doing this. And I'm going to let Jordan race as long as she's capable of racing. If she gets to the point where she's hurting too bad or too weak, then we'll stop. But I want her to you know, live life to the fullest that she can. I'm here alone so I can talk freely. Like I said, Blaine took her to the doctor, and Lamia's with them, so I don't know if Lamia may end up seeing the doctor too. So I didn't want her to go to therapy today, running fever. And she won't be in therapy next Friday because that's Mother's surgery, and we'll all be at the hospital. And, yep. I'm just working on hats. I got me another diaper wipe. We buy a lot of wipes. Box for I use these boxes for hats. I make a lot of hats, and then y'all saw that one the other day. And I'm still working on the blue one. I'm almost finished with it. But the bulkiness was hurting my fingers, so I stopped and working on the baby hat. I gotta add another skein of yarn because this one's about to go out. But this is the blue one. Y'all know it's got to be straightened up. But this is the blue one that I'm working on currently, and it is chunky. It's Deborah Norville chunky, and I've got some looks like lighter green and darker greens together that I'm going to do that too, because the cancer patients over there, the ones that lose their hair, they love this material, and it's thick too. So if they go outside in the wintertime for any reason, this, you know, I'm making them long enough to come down over the ears. And on women mostly, you know, some of them will come down on their neck if they pull them down real low. But they love these. And I think they get to where they expect us to come over there, you know, and bring stuff. So I'm really working hard on that so that I can get some to them. I'd like to get a really huge stack. I have probably about 25 because of being in the hospital in September. I don't crochet as fast as I used to, and you know, last year I didn't get to do a lot of the hats and the blankets for the homeless and the baby blankets for the NICU. I only got to do a few during the summer, and then when that happened in September, it slowed me down. So I'm not back in my groove. So I got to get back in my groove. So I'm just going to continue doing what I do, and starting over in January, we're going to have all this stuff delivered by December. Well, we'll start delivering before cold weather, and as I make it, we'll deliver it throughout November and December. And then in January, probably I will just start building my boxes up again and stacking them up, and I'll label them, you know, who they go to. So sometimes I go with Blaine to deliver them, and sometimes she goes. And we just love to see the looks on their faces. We're not allowed to take pictures there. I wish we were. I mean, I could probably take you know, an anonymous picture outside without getting the name or the group or the address or anything, but I don't know what the big deal is, except for, you know, maybe employees and patients don't want to be filmed. I do understand that, but as far as filming, you know, where they're located and stuff, I don't understand. But anyway, that's my Vlogtober, the 4th. Y'all know that I'm new at this, and I just feel blessed that I was even able to do it, because I have been feeling poorly. My energy has been just almost non-existent today. That just happens. But I do get my strength back in a couple of days. I'll be back on my feet. I'll be crocheting more, and I'm going to get Blaine to help me move that shelf, or get somebody to come over and move it for me, because Jordan needs it and I need it out of my way. I'm going to move my hutch down behind me next to Blaine's over there and fill in that space. So, because I feel like this hutch, I feel like it's too close to the front door, which, I mean, you've got some wall right there at the end before you even go to the front door, but to me it just claustrophobia. So anyway, that's all I have right now. Maybe I'll have some more finished objects. Let's see, I don't have anything else finished. I'm working on Silas's hat. I'm probably gonna work on more hats tonight. Try to finish the corner to corner twin size blanket that I'm making out of Phoenix, I think it's Phoenix. Get that corner to corner twin size made, I hope, and that'll go for the homeless. Now I have a niece that, I think I told y'all, her house, well, her rental house burned down 2 mornings ago, and somebody started a GoFundMe page for them, and so they're doing okay right now. They did lose everything, but the important thing is everybody got out. The Red Cross has them put up in a really nice hotel, and their GoFundMe page it's doing pretty good. It was doing pretty good yesterday. I don't know what it is today. A family member told me about it yesterday. I don't know how to check it or anything. They're not even on my Facebook list. So, I know that they're going to be taken care of, though, because I've been praying about it. I know the Lord is faithful, and I hope that this gets their attention, you know, where they'll recognize that He's the one that's going to provide for them, even through other people. So, Blaine and I were talking about things that we have around here that we could donate to. So, I'm hoping that Sunday we will probably try to gather up what we know that we can get rid of. Let them see if they want to have it. I've got some really nice pillows that's never been used. We've got some dishes. We got some toys that the kids have outgrown that are still really in great condition. Because we don't sell anything, we just donate. So I think we'll do that Sunday, because Saturday is my Sabbath, so I don't do anything on the Sabbath. So anyway, that's all I've got for y'all today. I'm sorry it just lagged on and I just rambled, but I didn't have a lot going on today. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll let you know how Jordan's doing. Shout outs, let me remember Cindy at Cindy Hearts Crochet. Don't forget about her pink polka dot breast cancer awareness blanket that she's selling raffle tickets for. And that she's asked everybody to wear the headband, show their muscle with their headband on, which I haven't done yet. I'll have to take a picture and post it. We're going to make headbands for Lamia and Jordan too for the race on the 26th. And let me see, what else have I got going? I am doing the crochet along with Christy's Creations, and I am posting pictures. I posted the picture of Jordan's blanket on Patra's Happy Place. So y'all check them out. Get in over there if you want to. You can post up to 4 items a month on Patra's page on Facebook and YouTube. I think. I know you can on Facebook. On YouTube, she was doing the 200 subscriber giveaway, and I won the item, the random drawing on the items that were made in September. I'm supposed to be getting my package. She said she was going to mail it by the end of the week, so I should be getting it the first of next week, and I'm excited. I have no idea what it is. She said it would be a nice surprise. So, anyway, that's what I'm up to, and I'm sorry that Blaine is not here. I'm not trying to keep her from y'all, but she is the driver, and she is just very busy. It's another one of those times. So, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow on Vlogtober 5. Have a good night.